Dear friends, today is International Holocaust Memorial Day, and I wanted to share a message from this week's parsha that addresses how we face the Holocaust, the terrible tragedy of our times. And in this week's portion, Va'era, we pick up on Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, who had been sent by God to go to Pharaoh and start the process of redemption of the Jewish people. But when he came to Pharaoh, things started to get worse for the Jews. And Moshe challenges God and he says, Lama harayos lama zeh? How come since I have come to Pharaoh, have things gotten only worse? Wasn't I supposed to be part of the solution? And God turns to Moshe and he tells him, Va'era, I have had relationships with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they never questioned me. It was so beautiful. They took everything with simple faith and never questioned my actions and the events that happened, though they seemed terrible. But you are challenging me. And God says that that is acceptable. And God continues to explain to Moshe his plan and what is going on. And from here we learn a tremendous lesson in life. Sometimes we think that as a believer we can never question, we can never challenge. And the Torah is telling us the opposite is true. That for a Jew the most important thing is to remember that we and God are in a relationship together. God is looking after us as He's looking after the rest of the world. And at times when things happen, and especially terrible things happen, like what Moshe saw and what we witness throughout history, that's not the time to become apathetic, to disengage from Judaism and from God, but on the contrary, that's the time to step up and challenge God. Lama harayosa? How come things have taken a turn to the worst? How come things don't look as good as they should look? This is actually the basis of what prayer is all about. We return to God to make things look better and to take away the things that are negative in our lives. And the most important thing for us Jews is to remember that we must remain engaged with God. And when we're engaged, in the good times it's obvious, it's easy, it's simple. But in the most difficult times, we are directing our feelings, our sadness, sometimes our rage towards God and challenging God. Why does it have to be this way? Never questioning God Himself, but challenging why we can't see it the way God sees it. And this is the most important lesson for our generation, and especially a generation that's after the Holocaust. And today we see anti-Semitism rearing its head in many terrible ways around the world. These are the moments when we have to really engage with God and remember, it's only through creating a relationship with God that we're able to grow personally and as a community. But the minute we disengage, we stop our personal growth and we stop our communal growth to the true destiny that is set out for each one of us. I want to wish all of you a Shabbat Shalom, and may we soon merit the beautiful days of Mashiach when we'll see only good and experience only good very quickly in our days. Candlelighting this Shabbat in Montreal is 4:36 p.m. and tomorrow is Rosh Chodesh, the beginning of a new month, and many blessings for you and your family.